Hello everyone, I'm Justin, and for today's video, we're becoming furries. Today I want to talk about this cool anime released in 2020 with the name of BNA, or Brand New Animal. This anime is distinctive for its animation and quality, which are both staples of Studio Trigger. With an interesting premise and lovable characters, there is no doubt that this was going to become an instant success. That is until you remember that this was during the early stages of animes on Netflix, when they waited until the show ended on Japan to release it worldwide. But before we move into the reasons why this anime stayed as an okay show instead of a great success, first let's talk about what this show is about. We live in a world where humans coexist with a mutated branch of humanity called beastmen, that are basically segregated to a single city called Anima City. Michiru, our main protagonist, is a young human girl that after a blood transfusion becomes a Tanuki beastman herself. Hunted down by humans, she decides to travel to Anima City, while looking for a way to go back to normal. There, she meets a group of people that will help her finding the truth about her situation. Among them is Shiro, an extremely powerful wolf beastman that becomes her partner. Along the way, she finds herself involved in a conspiracy involving a pharmaceutical company as well as a cult that worships the deity of beastmen known as the Silver Wolf. Just by itself, you can see how interesting this story is. And starting off in the first episode, you can appreciate the efforts of the animation studio as they perform an impeccable chasing sequence that most animes wish they could have. And showing how human cities have a prejudice and hate towards beastmen right from the beginning sets up a tone for the rest of the story. And contrasted with Michiru's first impression of Anima City, lively and full of colors, give us the idea of what this world is all about. For the characters, I think some of them are interesting, but fall a bit short of what could have been a great character writing. Our main characters are basically made by the mold. Michiru is the typical extroverted, happy girl that believes that there's something good in everyone, and tries to look for a good side of things every time. Shiro is the typical pessimistic, hard-boiled detective that loves his city and will do anything against those that are trying to hurt the beastman's peaceful life. But we have some deeper characters like Michiru's childhood friend Nasuna, that similar to Michiru also became a beastman, and she becomes the Silver Wolf's cult's target of adoration as she shows her wish to be loved and famous as an idol. The stoic and intelligent Major Rose, that I personally believe was going to turn out to be the bad guy at the end of the story. And the businessman Alan, that looks to be nice but is hiding a big secret behind that smile. I feel that if the story has gone in a different way, those last two would have become great characters that could have moved the story further into a better anime. Something I want to praise is the music. Not only the OST that fits perfectly the ambience of the world, but both the opening and endings have the exact type of feeling that fits perfectly to the story and gets you ready for the episode. Especially the ending, that has such a beautiful sequence with a song that has to be on your playlist. As for the setting of the story, the world building in this anime certainly is interesting. We have this segregation between humans and beastmen. And even on Anima City, we can still see different classes as we go to the lower districts and meet gang members, but also those big and beautiful buildings where big companies make profit. As for the characters, right from the beginning, we see our main protagonist is special. Not only because she used to be a normal human, but also because she's able to shapeshift as she is able to enlarge her arms and even able to fly. And Shiro shows to be immortal, as a 100-meter fall damaged him but soon is able to get back up. These tiny bits of knowledge are perfect to keep the viewer engaged, and make you think that some kind of plot twist must be coming next that will change the outcome of the story or will help you understand the situation. And I think that whenever this was happening was when the story was at its best. But on the other hand, there are a few episodes where I felt the story was going nowhere, and when you only have 12 episodes to fill in the lore, catch you up with the story, and hit you with an ending, every episode counts. But then we have the episode where the daughter of the mafia boss wants to become an influencer and party with humans. And the episode where Michiru plays baseball, teaching the valuable lesson of playing fair. Aside from learning one or two things about the world and Michiru's powers, there is really no plot development or a real reason to have these episodes. This just felt like the creators were trying to fill in some episodes because they couldn't think about how to intertwine a compelling story that could be deeper than what it was. And finally, if Studio Trigger is known for its animation and quality, they are also known for something else: disappointing endings. Now, I want to talk about the ending, why it was bad, and how would I have changed it. So of course, there will be major spoilers ahead for the last few episodes, so if you haven't watched the anime yet, I will recommend you to give it a try. Or not, whatever you prefer. Okay, moving on. At the end, it is revealed that Shiro in reality was the Silver Wolf, that lived in Abyssman City 1,000 years ago, but everyone was killed by a group of humans led by Alan's ancestor. And it is revealed that Alan is planning on turning all Beastmen berserk so that they can kill each other and humans can finish them off. Ah yeah, the final battle between Beastmen and humanity, just how it's supposed to be. Wait, what is he doing? Of course, Trigger. You couldn't just finish it off like that, could you? You had to make an unnecessary plot twist. Yeah, turns out Alan is in reality a pure-blooded beastman that believes all other beastmen to be impure, so he wants to kill them. So he transforms into a golden Cerberus and fights against Shiro and Michiru, because of course. Just why? Why did you have to do this plot twist that doesn't even make sense? What do you even mean by pure blood? Where are the other pure bloods then? Why would you even side with the humans? If beastmen are impure, then humans should be worse. For me, this story could have taken two different routes that made perfect sense. The most obvious one would have been that Alan was the same person that killed all the beastmen 1,000 years ago and was an immortal deity just like Shiro, as they would fight for their race's survival. Or they could have made the Major to be the true villain that maybe wanted to transform all humans the same way as Michiru was transformed. I mean, I don't know. Anything but the real ending would have been way better. The story, the characters and the development are all great. The animation has the Trigger staple that never disappoints. But the ending leaves you disappointed and wishing that they could have gone in a different way. But once everything is combined, the anime is still a good experience. And if you're looking for something nice that you can enjoy for its art style and world setting, well, this anime is for you. And with that, we come to the conclusion of this anime review. What did you guys thought of Brand New Animal? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.